Welcome to today's Oracle Fusion PPM demo session. I'm Erica Medina, Operations Executive at NexInfo, and I'm pleased to be your guide for this walkthrough. Before we begin, here's a quick introduction to who we are. NexInfo Solutions is a global consulting firm with deep expertise in both implementing and supporting Oracle applications. We work with organizations across finance, healthcare, retail, manufacturing, and help them streamline operations, optimize performance, and realize the full value of their technology investments. Today's session will focus on how Oracle Cloud PPM leverages artificial intelligence and automation to enhance project planning, execution, and portfolio visibility. These AI features are designed to help project managers and stakeholders make faster, data-driven decisions, proactively manage risks, and ensure resources are aligned with strategic priorities. In this demo, we'll walk through a real-world scenario, showcasing how AI capabilities integrate with project data, suggest optimal actions, and improve forecasting accuracy. You'll see how this innovation not only reduces administrative overhead but also empowers teams to deliver projects on time and within budget, driving greater agility and operational excellence. Let's get started. In today's fast-paced project environments, staying ahead means working smarter, not harder. Oracle Cloud PPM, powered by AI, transforms how teams plan, execute, and deliver success. Let's explore how. Today's focus: imagine project management where AI anticipates risks before they arise, automates tedious tasks, and surfaces real-time insights, freeing your team to focus on strategic decisions. With Oracle Cloud PPM, AI enhances every phase, from precise planning and resource alignment to accurate forecasting and portfolio visibility. It's not just about managing projects, it's about elevating them. What you'll see in the demo. In our demo, you'll see AI in action, analyzing project data to recommend optimal actions, predicting delays before they happen, and ensuring resources align with priorities. The result? Faster decisions, reduced administrative work, and tighter control over budgets and timelines, all driving operational excellence.
Hi all. Welcome to this session on AI features in Oracle Fusion PPM. As we know, Oracle has introduced features across the spectrum of various offerings in Fusion application. We will look at the AI features related to project program, change order, and Gen AI feature proposed for project plan generation. This is the agenda for today's session. We will look at the AI features for project program and change order management, and then touch upon the Gen AI feature proposed for project planning. We would initially touch upon the overview of each of these topics, and then go hands-on into the front-end UI of the system to explore the navigation and functionality. The project program functionality in Fusion PM enables program managers to study the financial data for a program, which is basically a grouping of projects. But till now, the analysis of such programs required significant effort and time from the perspective of program managers. Oracle Fusion AI feature makes it easy to report and analyze the financial performance of the program as a whole and identify the critical projects and give out recommendations, which in turn enable the managers to take data-driven decisions in a timely and efficient manner. This is the layout for the project program page. What we see here is the program status summary report, which gives the financial overview of the program in the header region. Also displayed are other earned value measures and cost performance index, along with the actual cost and percent complete details at the program level. Now let us see how this looks like in the Fusion application. This is the Fusion application. I have logged in as a program manager, and I access programs by going to the projects offering here, and below is a tile named Programs. I'll get this if I have the program manager access. I click this tile. This will take me to the program management page, which has various tabs like Headlines, Analysis, Programs, and Communication. I'll click on Communication tab, which helps me generate reports related to programs or view existing reports. So, to create a report, we have the Create Report button at the top right-hand corner of the page. If I click that, I get the options to create the report. First, I have to select the program. It is a prerequisite that program should be existing. I select North America Implementations, and I give a name for this report. It is a free text field. We can give a name which suits us. So I say North America Implementation Report June 2025 and give a brief description of the report. These are optional fields, but we can give them for more clarity. Description: report as on June 19, 2025. Then we have to specify the currency with which the financial data of the report is being displayed, the reporting period, and the due date and frequency with which the report needs to be generated. We can have weekly reports on monthly reports or even half-yearly reports as per the requirement of the business. Once I provide this, I also get an option to automatically publish the report on the due date. If it is a more frequently occurring report, like a weekly report, we can make sure the data in the projects is updated by running the corresponding jobs, and on the due date, the report would get automatically published and become visible for the management. One point I would like to clarify here is before creating the report, we need to take care that the Update Project Performance Data job has been run for all projects to ensure that the report reflects the most recent financial data. Once I have provided these details, I'll click on Create Report, and the report would be created with the data. Now we'll just see how an existing report looks like. I have an existing report here called Project Implementation Report. I'll click that, and then we will go through the report. Once I click this, it basically opens the report which is created using the financial data. As you can see, the header region displays the primary program details and financial summary. Now we come down, and there are other sections here which is of great help to the program managers. It shows the top 5 projects by CPI, Cost Performance Index, and it gives a graphical representation of the earned value measures. And finally, when we come below, we see the part which AI plays in this. It generates a program executive update based on the financial data of all projects, and it gives the overall status of the program as on the date the report is published. This is a huge help to program managers. Without this, they might probably take many hours or even days to publish such a report, since they would have to manually go through each financial data for their respective projects and then build up a kind of summary. Based on the data, we can even regenerate this executive update, and it would get updated with the according to the latest financial data from the projects. Once I click on Publish Report, this particular report would be published. Now I'll go to the Headlines tab and select a project from the drop-down. What I'm able to see is using the AI feature, I can get insights into the projects available. The first part is I would choose the particular program. And now you can see many graphical representations with the financial data. I'll then click on what is called as the Insights button, by which, as the name suggests, the system provides a gist of the financial summary of the program. This has a summary section providing a summary of the financial data related to the program and another section highlighting the financial summary of the major or critical projects in that program. This is fully generated by the system based on the financial data, and the remarkable feature here is you get the details for the projects which the system feels is kind of at a critical stage and needs to be concentrated upon. Based on this information, the program manager can take actions like adding this to the watch list so that he gets regular notifications or create an action plan. It could be anything like reducing the staffing or increasing the staffing, depending on what kind of problem the project is facing, and assign it to a stakeholder, like a project manager, who takes care of more details of the project, and he can also click on View Details. To get more details regarding the particular program, if I click on View Details, it shows the split of the financial data among the various projects in the program. This is also of huge help to the program managers. In one shot, they get a look at the financial data at the individual project level. When I click that, I get it for the particular program. If I click the program name, it shows me the split among the individual projects in that program like I stated earlier. Now we'll just come back to our slide. As we go below the page, we see the earned value analysis and pie and bar graph charts for the ease of viewing like we saw earlier. And we also went through the program executive update, which is driven by the AI feature of Oracle Fusion. This text is generated by the AI feature in Oracle Fusion PPM based on financial data. Whenever there is a change in financial data or when we add our specific comments, we can click the Regenerate button, which you see in the Project Program Executive Update at bottom part of the page, and it will give the latest updates according to the change in data. Like I said earlier, Normally, all this data made available in a matter of few minutes. What we saw now would have required many hours of effort from the business users to generate. It helps the program manager make data-driven, informed decisions and help them drive their projects or programs more efficiently. So this is a very much sought-out feature in service-driven organizations which track work using projects, which will help them analyze such volume of group projects or programs in a very efficient manner. This is fully based on the financial data, and so they can use the generated execution update as an initial base, and then make their modifications or slight changes from their side, and the report is available for publishing and viewing for top-level management. Let me go forward. The second functionality in Oracle Fusion PPM is the change order functionality. Change orders can be either created manually or generated from what we call as an issue. In all projects, there is an issue tracker where you track issues. Some issues may be significant in the sense that to address that issue, you may need to bring in some new change in scope of the project, which involves change order creation. The feature here in Fusion PPM helps in generating the summary text for the change order based on the information provided during its creation. This is how it looks like in the system. We will go into the system first, and we can view this in the front end. These are basically the pages which show the creation of change order and the approval notification. So let us go into the system. I go to the home page, and I go to Project Financial Management. So here I would basically see the projects which are created for the business unit where I have the access. Once I click the project number, I get a link here called Manage Change Orders. I click that. This takes me to the Manage Change Orders page, which lists the change orders created for the projects and gives us the ability to create new change orders. Now here I'll try to create a new change order. So here there is a Create button, as you can see. I click that. I am taken to the Create Change Order page. Now there are some details I need to fill to define the change order. So I'll give a name by specifying a title related to the change order. Optionally, we can link the change order to a specific task in the project, so it can be a general change order or something specific to an existing task. I take the example of a regular service firm, and I just put implementation of OEL module in the project. So basically, I'm implementing a new module which has come up as a change in project scope now. I go to a task. I choose this particular task. And then I provide a summary of this change order. Either I can provide the summary or the AI feature here helps us to generate the summary. So before proceeding further, I'll click on the Save button. Now you can see as soon as I click Save there is a Generate button, which came as part of the AI feature. Before generating the summary, I can give additional details like justification for the change order. These are like the standard fields which project managers capture when they are creating a new change order. I'll just provide the details, and then we can see how the summary looks like. So maybe I give the description. I give a reason for the change order. I mention it as scope provisions and also give a justification and an impact if not implemented. I'm just providing some very brief details here. Based on what this situation is in like real world, there could be additional details mentioned. So now once I've given the details, I'll just click on Save again, and then I click on the Generate button against the summary field. So, as you can see, based on the information we gave, the system has generated a summary of the change order. What this does is this provides a base for the project manager to modify the summary for the change order, but at least the initial part has been generated by the system. And the project manager can add his own details and regenerate the summary till it looks satisfactory. Now, once these are done, the other regular processes can follow. Any change order in Oracle Fusion PPM, it is first assessed, then reviewed, then it goes through approval, and finally, it is implemented. Now, each of these 4 stages can be done through different persons. Ideally, that is how it will be. It will be assessed by a particular employee, then it will be reviewed, maybe by his peers, and then approved by a higher authority, and finally implemented by a separate delivery team. That is in case of a service-based company. So now for that, I need to specify a participant. As of now, I'll just give the same employee for all these 4 stages. So I'll have to enable these stages for the employee, and the final part of the change order is what is the impact or where is the impact happening because of the change order. Now, usually we know when there is a change in scope, something like additional work is coming. Then obviously the budget is impacted, so that usually would be the first thing. There will be a hit on the cost. So I would specify this particular impact and give the nature of impact to say, increase of budget, and then optionally, I could give the description. So once I do that, then I need to specify the other details for the budget to be updated. On which task is the particular impact happening? What is the resource? Is it related to a particular employee or a general financial resource? Or is it based on a particular designation or something like that? First, I would specify the task. It could be that the change order is related to one task, but the impact could be on another task. So maybe I just select a task, and in the resource field, I can give a particular resource name or type of expense. So I'll just put it as administrator, and then how many hours are additionally impacting the budget. So say 100 hours. And what is the currency? And the cost and revenue related to this creep in the scope of the project or the change in the project. Say $20,000 and a revenue of $30,000. Once I do this, I click on Save and Close. And then, here also I click on Save. Now, the process is just like the regular change order process. So ideally, we would submit for impact assessment. So now, since the user is same for all the 4 stages, the notification is coming to me. I'd given my user. So I go to the particular change order and mark as complete. I go again, and the next stage is the review process. I click on Submit for review. Now it has come to the stage, has changed, and so I have to approve since I'm the reviewer. I'll say the review is done. It looks satisfactory, okay. And then I come back here. And the next thing is Submit for approval. So now it is in the approval stage. Approval is pending. So I go in and I have to click on Approve so that I approve the change order, and in the final stages, to submit for implementation. Okay, so I click on some implementation that is also approved. And the next is Implement and mark complete. So you're implementing the change order, which in this case the point of implementation is your budget. So once I do that, it says whatever change in the budget will be implemented in a new baseline budget version. So do you want to continue? I click on Yes. This is how the change order lifecycle goes through. For the final change, you could go to the budget cost budget of the particular project and view the budget details where you would see a spike in the cost, and it would be displayed as a new baseline version. Okay, I'll just go back to the slide. So this is what we basically saw, the change order creation and the subsequent stages. Before we go to the next function, these are the main features of the AI functionality for change orders. It provides an AI-powered summary generation which can be edited by users, and the UI offers a seamless experience and is easy to understand. Like we saw there, this enables change order to be created quickly, and approvals of change order can take place faster with better risk mitigation benefits. So, as we saw, the whole lifecycle is very seamless in its approach. Right from the review stage to the final implementation of the change order, the flow is designed in a very simple manner, but at the same time capturing all the essential details. Now the next functionality in the general feature for project planning. This feature has been announced by Oracle, but would be available to the users only from the 25D version of Oracle Fusion PPM. So what does this feature promise? It promises efficient project planning and early insights into the financial viability and risk because of the ability to incorporate data by analyzing multiple similar project plans developed earlier. So basically, what this functionality does is rather than making the users develop a project plan from scratch, it enables them to generate the data for the new project plan based on existing similar projects. In this feature, after the generation of the project plan, it allows editing details like resource details or scheduled details and regenerate the plans, thus giving the users the flexibility in executing the project plan. All this helps ensure that no details are skipped in the project plan because you're implementing it based on existing projects, and then you're also adding your own details. In the Gen AI feature, we will not just have a regeneration feature. It's like you can specify the details into the system. Say something like add $1,000 for taking in 2 new project managers. If you give a text like that, then the system processes that statement and makes the appropriate changes. So, the generation of project plans will be very fast and very flexible for users to change their data as per their specific data. This is something we can look forward to in the 25D version of Oracle Fusion PPM. The other 2 features which we saw relating to project programs and change orders. These are available as opt-in features in the current version of Oracle version of PPM, basically the 25A and 25B. But from 25D, they will become default, meaning you will not be required to go and enable them specifically. They will be available in the product by default. This pretty much reiterates what I stated in the previous slide, though the plan is developed using Gen AI feature. Human control is retained with the user having flexibility to make changes as required. It would be rolled out in the 25D release. It would be really interesting to see how this project plan Gen AI feature is developed further in the Fusion roadmap. It holds a lot of promise, and it's a very exciting path for Oracle to take. Thanks for viewing this presentation on the AI features in Oracle Fusion PPM. As seen through all these details, the future of AI in Oracle Fusion applications holds a lot of promises and could revolutionize the future of Oracle Cloud offerings. So as we go more into the AI-driven products, it holds a lot of promise. Like I said, it could make the process very efficient, make it very flexible for users in managing their projects, and we hope in the future releases Oracle brings in AI features to even other parts of the projects like project execution and project resourcing. Thank you for viewing this session. I hope you have had a good understanding of the Fusion AI features in PPM. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for this demo of Oracle Cloud PPM's AI-powered features. We hope this session has provided valuable insights into how intelligent automation and analytics can transform your project and portfolio management processes, from smarter planning to real-time decision-making. If you'd like to learn more or explore how Oracle PPM Cloud can drive better project outcomes and operational efficiency for your organization, please don't hesitate to reach out via the contact information on your screen or email us at letstalk@nexinfo.com. To stay updated on the latest innovations in project management, best practices, and solution demos, make sure to follow us and subscribe to our channel. Thanks again. We look forward to being a part of your digital transformation journey. Thank you.